This week in Parasyte, episode 6. Really is not a bad episode. I mean, for how it started, it's very interesting to see how these characters are slowly kind of growing into something else. And it got to the point in which that you watch something so good in which that you would get to the point of saying, like, I'm actually surprised that the entire episode has gone by so fast. That is by far the weirdest thing about watching this, is the fact that it feels like that they only give you just a little bit of information, but at the same time a whole episode just goes by. Because it's just that interesting, especially going from how Migi can actually just repair his heart while also taking over the functions of his heart and repurposing his body so that he can live, and also actually kind of keeping him alive is giving him water and also sugar. So, you know, which that is a very interesting thing. However, from doing that, you can actually kind of see some changes that tend to kind of begin to show in Shinichi. You kind of see he does have heightened hearing, has heightened reflexes, actual strength, and on this terms, he does not necessarily see Migi as a threat anymore. I mean, sure thing, Migi, he does necessarily only still care about his own self-being. At the same time, he's still like, Shinichi sees him as a friend now, or at least something that's going to keep him alive, not necessarily an enemy against humanity, and he's not going to kill everybody for whatever reason. However, it is a very heartened and a very touching moment when he does meet up with his father again, and they do discuss his mother, and that his father really does not want to talk about it. I mean, Shinichi, he can necessarily come out and tell his father about Migi, but at the same time, it's like his father may not be in the right mental state to handle that, especially since after watching this creature just cut his wife's head off and then just steal her fucking body, you know, which is something which I will see that as a realization too, as saying that his wife was out there looking for him, which that is a smart idea for Shinichi to stay with his father, especially since that the thing monster that fucking killed his mother, it will come back for his father. I mean, that's inevitable. It will come back because it believes that he has some information that it can't let go. So of course, and as Shinichi kind of figures, he does learn a lot about Migi, and or at least like now, since that the changes are coming in, and also he's learning a lot about himself, as that he's actually, well, at least like pent up in his anger. He's not necessarily thinking about it, but he does show these changes, even going so far as to randomly want to attack one of the other whatever they are as he's running on this beach. And then, you know, as the episode goes off, it is a bit interesting. So that's pretty much what I have to say about that. I do love this anime. I do love this episode. I do love the changes. I mean, once you get used to this type of anime, or at least for like what the enemies are, how they think, what they do, it is something to kind of look at it and say that it's not necessarily a very bad anime. It's very story. It is heavily story driven upon despair and all the bad things that do happen. So that is something to think about when you do watch this anime. So that is what I have to say about that. What do you guys think about it? Please tell me down there in the comment section. What do you think of this episode? Please give me a positive or a negative comment on that. I'll see you guys on the next Jongravesshow. Please share this video on all your media sites. So keep watching anime and keep playing video games. I'm out.